Um,
What a wild week so far in the great Southwest. I am TJ. That is Adam. That is the god of dicks and tits.
God of piss and wine, asshole.
This is Amigos After Dark. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are doing well. We do have some news right out of the gate that some of you will be aware of and some will not. But before I get to that, how is everybody else doing tonight?
Doing pretty fucking good, man. It's been
Pretty good, huh?
trying.
Things have been all right. It's been kind of trying with my mom and the rehab center, but things are progressing.
What's going on with the rehab center?
Well, apparently UTIs can mimic dementia or Alzheimer's symptoms.
Really?
And it seriously confused my mom to the point where she actually told me to fuck off.
Oh. No
yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I know, TJ, I know you're used to telling me to fuck off all the time. But, you know, to hear your mom say it, it's a little different.
Well, the little bit of good news I have to start off with is it sounds like Rage is actually starting to show some signs of bouncing out of what he's been dealing with.
Okay.
Recent scans showed a 30% reduction. And he evidently was doing the rage thing, which we kind of expected, but did not. And he is feigning a few symptoms to garner the attention of his wife.
Like, my dick hurts. Can you kiss it and make it better?
No, like I have not been able to walk, and come to find out, no, actually he could have walked the whole time.
Oh.
And lo and behold, he could have walked, and it was I can't walk, but I bet if you blow me, I'll feel better.
Oh. So I was close.
You were close. You were very close. But of course, that's what we get, Yeah. Like, really, dude? That's what you did?
See, now I don't feel as bad for him anymore.
And that's kind of where I was at. I'm like, God, I felt like shit for him.
I mean, it sucks to have cancer, but I mean, it already sucks, dude. You don't need to overplay it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was beyond pissed when I found this out.
Because he has myoblastoma in his brain, right?
Glioblastoma.
Okay. Because there's a little girl down here, and I went to an event for her like 2 years ago. Amazing little, has a tumor on her brain that's walk.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you are seriously gonna fake this? Like, not even Steve would do that.
I don't know about that.
I'm relatively certain that'd be a no.
Okay.
Steve would be like, what? No.
I think Steve would be like upfront about, wanting the blowjob, but he just wouldn't fake a serious ailment.
Right,
to get it.
exactly. Like he wouldn't do any of that at all. God, that's kind of waiting for Chris's computer to catch up with his crappy internet. He has that low class internet.
Speeds of only pedestrian speeds.
Correct. I mean, we've had a lot. It's been a very eventful week down here. I am currently on a short. The only reason I'm in the studio tonight is I am on a short leave of absence tonight. Oh, we lost Chris, so I guess I'll just go into it. I'm on a short leave of absence tonight. And the reason is Monday. And Monday was kind of fucked up. All right. I was already having a shit day at work. And I did not find out about this until after I was home on Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh, there's Chris. Okay. So Monday was pretty much a shit day at work. I was kind of dealing with a lot. And then I did not find out about this until Tuesday morning. After I was off of work and I was home. And I was asleep, actually. My uncle woke me up. And when my uncle woke me up, it was around 9:00 in the morning. And he goes, "Hey, are you sitting down?" I'm like, "If you count on my back." Because I was out. I was asleep. And he goes, "Well, something that we've been expecting for a while, but you're never really prepared for something like this." And it at 8:01 on Monday night, 4 hours away from his 92nd birthday, my grandfather took his final breath. So I went to work on Tuesday. Managed to prevent myself from snapping and trying to murder anybody who walked into my path. That took a lot.
And that's a good goal to try to maintain.
It was definitely a good one. But from the point that my uncle woke me up and told me this on Monday until I laid down on Tuesday, or from the point that my uncle told me this Tuesday morning until I laid down on Wednesday morning, well after 10:00 in the morning, almost 11. I really I had 1 hour of sleep. And there's a lot of things that we are as a family still trying to sort out. The couple of things I could say for 99.5% certainty is I will be staying where I'm at. Lock, stock, and barrel where I'm at, luckily. There's going to be some improvements on the studio in the next 6 to 8 months. It will no longer be in my coach. It will be in my outbuilding, the stationary studio, of course. There are going to be some other things that are occurring, but the long and the short is I'm not moving. I'm here. My agreement still stands. My uncle, it sounds like, is going to carry the agreement over. We will be keeping the property that I'm living on. There are some details to shore up. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Because my grandpa was one of them that he grew up in the Depression and he never believed in throwing anything away. Like if you could not get rid of it, or if he felt that it was something that you could not get rid of, that you just bought another building and then filled that up. Then you bought another building and filled that up. So I mean, we've got the house and the shop and then stuff out here where I live that we've got to get cleaned out. And it's borderline hoarder status to get it done. You know, it's insane. The long and the short is where we're at is to get it done. It's me and it's my uncle that live here. My mom, the other three of her brothers either do not have the money or the willpower to come down here. The ones that have the will are struggling to get the money together to come, and the ones that do not have the will, they're just out for the money. And we're reeling with that right now. And we're trying to get through all of that. For me, on a psychological level, I've had some mild breaks, but I haven't had the big explosion yet. I've really been trying to take this in stride. One very big shout out has to go to my daughter's mom. And another one has to go to to Riley's mom. Both of them, you know, mothers of two of my children, have just been these massive cornerstones that have been right there in my corner the whole way since this happened. And I can't thank either one of them enough for being right there. They haven't asked for a dime. They've actually asked, you know, both of these women have asked if need be, do they need to come down and help us out? I'm blessed with, honestly, with two baby mamas that are that are actually still, even after everything I put them through and everything they put me through, that they are still willing to jump in and help where need be and be a part of kind of the healing process for all of us. My uncle and I today actually just finally got away from home and we started letting people know. And one of the stops we made was a very good friend of ours. When we got up to the house, you know, we waited for a while because he was being taken care of. He's on hospice himself at this time. And we walked upstairs and both of us were ready to bolt. Because we literally walked in there and we climbed into a DeLorean and we went 72 hours into the past. And with our friend, we're seeing what we were looking at with my grandpa literally 72 hours ago. And neither one of us were even really ready or equipped to handle it at that point. So we had a couple drinks. We went to a couple of different bars. We met with some friends. We unwound a little bit But then we came home and I said, look, I got to do a show. I'm heading home. This week has been like a crap week. I even turned on one of my favorite movies. I turned on Grumpier Old Men. I love the movie. I love both of the movies. I love both of the Grumpy Old Men movies.
Pound of bacon for breakfast, a bacon sandwich for lunch, and I'll drink my dinner.
No, he has 5 strips of bacon for breakfast, then a bacon sandwich for lunch. Then for a snack, he ate a big plate of bacon, and then he drank his dinner. It's on YouTube. Go ahead and watch the movie.
I've been to the Bait Shack, though, or the restaurant.
Oh, Raquel.
It really is there in
Wabasha?
Yeah, Wabasha, just south of Red Wing.
But I'm sitting there and I'm watching the movie. My grandpa, he was an avid outdoorsman, but his favorite thing to do was to fish. And I'm watching the movie, and it gets to the point where they're on the way to the wedding. They're on the way to the church. And the one guy's walking up the road, and they realize it was a catfish they'd been after for years. And Walter Matthau, my boat is beached less than 100 yards away from here. Jack Lemmon, 10 minutes. And I'm like, that is my grandpa right there. That is who that man was. Wait a minute. I can go to church in a tuxedo and try to look respectable, or I can go fishing. Fuck you, I'm going fishing.
Some people are like that. Fishing is their religion.
And I'm like, that's him through and through. The one thing they did do that he would never have done, they let the catfish go. Fuck that. He would have brought that fucker home. That would have been dinner that night for the next week. I finally caught that bastard. You eat it, you know? And I mean, that's how he, it's still hard to believe I'm saying it in past tense. I mean, that's how he was, you know?
Yeah.
He just from 1932 to 2024, literally 4 hours away from his 92nd birthday. That's how long that man was on this earth. "30 years with Caterpillar, retired in 1982. Opened up and ran multiple successful businesses and closed those and sold them and made money off of them. He was just this amazing person that in my younger years, I thought he was nothing but a fucking asshole. And then as I grew older and I got to know him, I realized that I actually take after him a lot more than I want to admit. I had heard some rumors today that, you know, last night it did leak a little bit before I said anything, that there were some individuals that had stated that they hoped that this was enough to drive me over the edge and force me to disappear permanently.
Like to unalive yourself, I believe is the term
You
young
know,
people use.
some sort of a zombie apocalypse in me, and yeah, that was one. I mean, there is a medical term which I am not going to go into, but that was kind of the gist of the sentiment.
Okay.
And I will tell everybody, you know, this kind of a hit on you. It's not easy. Um, and for me to sit here and tell anybody I'm okay is a flat out lie. I am as okay as can be expected. That's the better statement. As
Yeah.
far as thinking I am going to dispose of my corporeal carcass and move on to the next plane of existence, read them and weep, buddy, because that ain't happening. Right there. And if I hear of this being stated again by anybody, I will consider it defamation of character and I will pursue it. And I'll leave it at that.
Sounds like a fair warning.
And if I cannot pursue it legally, I will pursue it by any means necessary. Because that is not only fucking with me at this point, during a very difficult time, that is fucking with my family. And fucking with my closest friends, who are like my family. And I will end it. I see that. That looks like a book.
That is not a book. I painted that earlier.
Oh, did you?
Laid down the stencil, did some airbrush.
Well, at least you didn't do an airbrush of Ozzy pissing on the Alamo.
I don't have a stencil for that.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Chris, get on that.
He'll draw a stencil of Ozzy just his back, and then the stream coming out like Calvin.
You know, I wish I actually could draw and do freehand shit like that, but I'll admit 100% I'm a tracer, I'm a stencil guy.
So take a picture of Ozzy, put it on the Calvin body, with Ozzy looking back at you grinning while he's pissing on Ford or whatever.
Well, somebody asked me if I could put that on a t-shirt, and I said, I can put that on any design you can let me put some paint on. But I'm actually thinking about selling the prints for a couple of bucks a piece to raise money for Asgard.
Well, there you go.
There you go. If they're willing to pay a bit more, you can autograph it for them.
Oh, no, it'll be signed. I mean,
And
but maybe I'll only do like 100 of them and make them like limited edition by me.
And if they pay a little bit more, hell, he may even pee on them for them.
Hey,
Depends
right now money's tight. So if you want some feet pics, Hit me up.
Hey, by the way, for a $1 donation to Asgard, you can send me your defecation pictures, and I will ensure that they are forwarded to Steve.
Don't say
Runny,
that, 'cause,
soupy, chunky,
I'm
it
not.
don't matter.
I'm not big at looking at my poop and what I left behind in the toilet, but for some reason, I know a lot of people that actually are, and it's like, why? Why do you want to get up and look at your poop before you flush it?
I'm not so
And-
much into that. I'm really not. I don't want to know what's in there.
Well, they say it's for medical reasons, color,
What?
consistency.
Now, I'll admit there are times where I've taken a look, but that's after I know what I just experienced, and it's kind of a what the fuck just came out of me.
Even then, I don't want to know.
Right. Now, the one thing I will do that a lot of people look at me and they're like, why would you do that? I'm like, well, seeing is believing. Can we disagree on? Can we agree on that,
It helps, yeah.
Chris?
I don't believe everything I see.
All right. So we got one that disagrees and one that agrees.
Well, that's what I say, Louise. I call it dropping off the kids at the pool,
Because you're dumping it, dear.
leaving the Browns at the Super Bowl.
That's right.
But
But,
where
you know,
are you taking it to?
Seeing
Where are
is
you taking your dump to?
to the toilet. Then I got to dump the tanks. I live in an RV.
Yeah.
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
Well, that's a big pool.
TJ drops him off in the deep blue sea.
Right. Well, the deep brown sea, anyway. So, anyway, seeing is believing. And the one thing that I've had a lot of people give me shit about, no pun intended, is I'll wipe. I'll get the first couple of them in there and they kind of feel greasy, and that's like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, I don't need to look at that. But then after a certain point, I'll do, like the third wad of toilet paper, and I look. Nope, there's still shit there. Next wad. Wipe. Nope, there's still shit there. Next wad. Wipe. Oh, there's a little less shit there. Next wad. Wipe. And I will wipe my ass until I do not see shit on the toilet paper.
That sounds normal to me.
Okay,
I don't want to walk away from the
agree with you.
toilet dirty.
Okay, so I've actually been told that's wrong. But please, you guys go ahead with that.
I'll tell you what, after the third wipe with some TP, if it ain't all cleaned up, then I'll grab a baby wipe, give it a good wash down with a baby wipe, one more round with the TP, and by then the TP should be clean.
Okay.
I mean, two particular areas about my body I've always been real particular about keeping clean is my feet and my butthole.
I actually had a friend of mine tell me that you shouldn't need to use that much toilet paper.
Well, I don't use like an excessive amount of toilet paper, and hell, I've been known to wipe after a good fart.
Now, I will
Depending
say,
upon-
granted,
Like, it depends on how that fart made you feel. If it
Right.
feels squishy, then,
time to wipe.
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Well, either way, it don't have to feel squishy or wet or anything. Just a good fart truly is good. If it's a real, true good fart, it's going to need a wipe.
Just remember the 3 primary rules for getting older. Do you remember what they are?
No.
Adam, you don't? Chris, do you remember the
Hold on,
3
you're breaking
primary
up.
rules for getting
Oh
older?
wait, that's not me. That's him.
Adam, Chris, do you remember the 3 primary rules for getting older?
Never pass a bathroom, never trust a fart, and never waste a hard on.
Exactly. Chris studied for this show tonight.
Yes, Steve recommends. I thought it was
Steve
the
using
Gooch
the
Blaster
high-powered
3000.
Steve using the high-powered massaging bidet.
Yes, Gooch Blaster 2000 keeps your butt clean and your balls fresh all day. Void where prohibited. Certain restrictions may apply. Not available in New Hampshire or Vermont.
Why is it not available in New Hampshire or Vermont?
Because they like Joe Biden. So my other half says, trust is a scary thing when it comes to farts, especially after you are 40 years old. Corey says only one golden rule for getting old.
It's not for
growing
pussies.
old is not for pussies. And Steve remembers the 3 rules as well. Never trust a fart, never pass a bathroom, never waste a hard on.
Oh, he's just repeating what I just said.
I've been saying that for the last few years. The only problem is I have to waste hard-ons. A lot. Which is why I'm really hoping that like all drugs are legal within the next 4 years. And what? Oh God, no! Oh.
No, Steve. No. Bad, Steve.
That's
bad. No.
That's going a little too far and playing in territory that no man should play in.
If I get into the hot tub and I find brown floaties, that game is over. I am going home.
I'm just, keeping in mind not to get into a hot tub that Steve's been in.
Yeah, if you can help it.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure I know of a hot tub in Springfield he hasn't been in.
Is it at the Bel Air Motel?
No. But if you just walk into the Hilton, go up to the 32nd floor to the bar, just walk around like you own the place, and then go from the bar directly to the pool, change in the bathroom along the way. You'll get away with it.
Really?
I did. We used to go swimming at the Hilton all the time.
Oh, wait, I kind of had a well-known face in Springfield. I could not get away with that.
I don't know, I'm not that well known in Springfield. I might be able to get away with that.
You might be able to get away with it. I could not.
Well, I got away with a lot of shit in Springfield. I mean, I should probably...
I will not be staying at the Baymont when I'm up there next month.
You know that's right.
Some of the shit I pulled in Springfield, I should probably still be in prison for.
Shouldn't we all? Well, maybe not Adam. He's like a little saint boy over there.
Yeah. My halo hangs from my horns.
What horns?
Well, it's what my little cowlicks are when I actually have hair.
Dude, we make you look like a virgin. I mean, as a...
For the very first time.
Just because I've never been drunk and I've never been high does not mean I didn't do bad shit.
Okay, let me put it this way. everybody's got a great story. Most of the people that are out there that have never done anything, they say once upon a time. Then you got people like me and Chris, where the story starts, well, we were drinking one night.
Dude, I was telling this kid I work with, I don't remember what I was telling him about, something I did back in the day, and he's like, sometimes I find your stories a little hard to believe. I looked right at him and I said, so do I, dude. And the fucked up thing is I was there.
Right?
I was there, and I still find it hard to believe we really fucking did that and got away with it. But that's also why I say I'm glad in our heyday we didn't have camera phones and YouTube and all that shit. Thank fucking God.
No shit.
Yeah.
I do not want my kids having blackmail. Now, I am waiting for my old lady to say something about me eating mini tacos. I'm sure she's going to be pissed about that.
Why, because you're not eating hers?
Well, I'm here.
She can be mad, but what's she going to do about it?
Get glad.
That's all you can do.
What can I say? I love eating a taco.
Who doesn't love a good taco?
Yep.
I hope to get Steve a wonderful Christmas gift and get him a hooker. A hooker that wishes to receive oral gratification and will give him a block of instruction on how to eat a taco.
You're going to get Steve this for Christmas?
That's what I want to do, yeah.
How much money are you willing to spend? Because this ain't going to be cheap.
I know it's not. That's the scary part. But you know what? Steve's been a supporter of mine since the pandemic. And yeah, he's on another show, and I'm happy that he's on that other show, and he does great with it. But he's always supported my shows no matter what. And I really think I need to get Steve a hooker for that.
Well, you know, taco is the one food that you actually have to hold your head in a certain position to eat it properly.
Are we talking hard taco or soft taco, though?
Hey, I'm not going to eat taco at the cemetery now, damn it.
It's called the taco tilt.
All right, so Corey says, ever have a can of cream corn thrown at your head while you're drunk, getting jungle juice supplies at a grocery store, or is that just me?
No, it's happened.
That's definitely just you, or at least it's not me.
Well,
it's happened, but I'll tell you what, if we're me and my friends, and I still like to do this sometimes, but I'm a little bit nicer about it. I go for a bag of chips or toilet paper or something soft and light, but we like to grab things and just toss them over the aisle.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm probably part of the reason why Walmart did not reopen after midnight when they reopened for the lockdowns. People like me going in there at 2 a.m. just to ride bicycles around the store.
When I was in college, I had friends who would go there and build toilet paper forts and see how long it would take before they got caught.
All right.
Hide and seek in the clothing section.
Yeah.
Heck, okay. I'm going to give you guys a chance. I want, and you guys in the chat room, join in. I want the best, most embarrassing, but yet funny story that involves Walmart that you have ever been involved in.
Got y'all beat.
Do you think you do?
I know I do.
Do you? Okay.
I was fucking with my buddy hardcore in Walmart, and I put on one of them Gilligan hats, and I walked up to him, And I said, hey, man, you think we're ever going to get off this island? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I ripped the loudest fart. And I looked at him, I said, holy shit, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? And took off running. And he started yelling, where are you going? I said, I got a shit. And I went into the changing room. And a couple minutes later, yelled out, where the fuck's the toilet paper? And my buddy, he is like leaving me at Walmart.
Yeah, I think I would have too.
Okay, I'll give you intermediate status with that.
I see anything I'm going to say is just going to be boring, really. I mean,
unless
I mean, I was kicked out of a Walmart for being caught having sex in the family bathroom.
Nice.
You see, alcohol and drugs aren't my vice. I enjoy sex in odd places. So
which
saying.
one of your kids was conceived there?
None of them. Although
None?
my first child was conceived after having sex in a hotel pool, and then the police showed up, and the woman I was with thought that we were going to get arrested. And this was up in Chicago.
I've had sex in a hotel pool. I'm pretty sure my one son was conceived in a state park.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that my youngest was conceived in a Winnebago.
See, I like sex in parks.
And my oldest was conceived in a Mitsubishi. And my middle one was and my middle child was conceived in the bed of a Ford pickup truck. So all of my kids get conceived in things that have wheels.
So
Steve says
Corey,
he was
a couple of guys tried to carjack you.
Steve says he was testing lawn chairs at Walmart, and he sat in a brand new lawn chair, and it collapsed, and he fell to the floor, breaking the chair. That's not a bad one.
Wow.
No, and then Corey says he had a couple of guys try and steal his car when he was sitting in the driver's seat at the 6th Street Walmart in Springfield. It's a Walmart jacking.
So they tried to carjack him.
Yep.
My Sarah says, crazy lady snuck in the big ball cage and was satisfying herself loudly, and then threw up all over the balls and was screaming about barf balls when being escorted out of the Walmart.
So wait, she was pleasuring herself in the middle of Walmart?
Yes. Give that lady a cigar.
In like the dodgeball container or like basketball container or whatever.
No.
She just likes big balls. What can she say? I mean,
she likes big balls.
My brain literally does not know how to process that.
You need to let it go back to your lizard brain.
Like, is she on the sex offender list now?
Well, I don't think she was pleasuring herself in the kiddie section.
Now, it did say
Where
that
is the ball pit at Walmart? Right next to the toys.
Not necessarily. Usually. I've seen a Walmart with a... I have seen a Walmart with a McDonald's that has a kiddie playpen. Fuck you. No.
Now, it did say that she threw up on the balls.
Did
that help her get off
that hard?
I remember when Walmart had the whole aquarium section.
Oh, God. I remember that. Yeah.
Back when Walmart was cool.
All right. So Adam, we're waiting.
What? I gave you my story.
Real dark, and they didn't.
All I know is you had sex in a weird place.
Yeah, I had sex in a Walmart family bathroom, got caught, and got kicked out.
Really?
Yeah.
You just got kicked out. That was it.
Yeah.
Now,
Corey says his windows were tinted, they were real dark, and they didn't see him. The doors were unlocked, and they walked up on each side to open the doors, and they were like, "Oh shit, sorry, wrong car!" When he yelled at them, they took off running after him. He took off running after him. Steve said one of his most embarrassing moments was he was trying to shoplift hamburger at Aldi's, and the roll of hamburger fell out of his pants, so he just kept walking.
no,
He got caught with a tube of meat in his hand.
I'll tell you what, Steve. There was one night I was at Jewel Osco, and
Oh God,
wearing
Jewel
a pair
Osco. Let's go back a few years.
this was back when Jinkos were still popular,
Good God.
and I had a pair of sweatpants on under my baggy ass jeans, and I had steaks and pork chops and all kinds of shit down my pants.
I'm glad I
as I
didn't
was-
have you as
I
a
said, I
friend
need
as a
something to
kid.
wash this down with. And as I was putting a soda in my jacket, the manager walked past the aisle, stopped, took 2 steps back, and looked directly at me. So I put the soda back. And then I walked up and asked for something I knew they didn't have. And he's like, "By the way, you going to pay for your soda?" I said, "What soda?" He said, "The one you put in your jacket." And you accusing me of stealing? And I opened up my jacket. I'm like, "Fuck you, dude." And I left. And I only lived like 3 blocks from the Jewel. So I walked. Somehow between there and my house, I lost my keys.
Oh shit.
So I literally go back to the fucking Jewel and I'm like, "Hey, mister, did you steal something? You see a set of keys around here? Did you steal my keys?" "I didn't see no set of keys." Started walking home. About halfway home, I found them.
No shit. They were out on the road.
Yep. Still had all the fucking steaks and pork chops and everything down in my jeans.
And again, I'm glad I was not your friend when we were younger because I would not want to eat that shit. Hey, what do you got there? I got ball pork steaks. What do you mean ball pork steaks? They rubbed on my balls for 2 hours.
No, they were down. Like I said, I had sweatpants on underneath my pants. So they would literally, I'd pull the sweatpant legs up and they would kind of catch down in the sweatpants like a pocket.
I have tube steak, tube
My other
steak.
half says she used to work at Kmart and used to fart on the intercom.
Yes.
All right, so my best one. My best one was me and a friend of mine. We walked into Walmart with our girlfriends.
Okay.
Now, let me set the scene for you here. Number one, my mom worked at this Walmart. So this was way back when they used to actually set up display model tents in sporting goods.
Okay.
Like the actual tent was set up. You could stay in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This friend of mine takes off. And we're walking through, and I'm like, well, you know, what's here, blah, 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 blah. We're kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Friend of mine comes running back up. He's wearing Janko shorts that hung below his knee, damn near halfway down his leg. Women now call those capris. And an Archie Bunker wife beater. But over the wife beater and over the shorts is a leopard print bra and a matching leopard print thong. Hey, what do you think of this? You think I can get somebody now? Dude, it's you. I'll be right back. Whew, he's gone again. do we want to admit to knowing this guy when he comes back? No, he came back and he made it even funnier. Throws something to me. He goes, "Hey, Teach, this is all you." It is a purple, fuzzy top, sheer fucking 90 with spaghetti straps. I'm like, fuck it. Why not? Let's have fun. So I throw it on, right? He goes, "By the way, come on, follow me, follow me, follow me." Okay, cool. So I follow him. We go into sporting goods. He had cots and sleeping bags set up in the tent, the display model tent, with food that he stole from grocery. And we are sitting in there eating this food dressed like a couple of fucking idiots. And we got kicked out. And managed to not have to pay for the food. No, man, that was in here when we got here.
Yeah.
My little brother, he got caught shoplifting at Venture.
Oh, God. Ew.
By a secret shopper. And the secret shopper came up and grabbed my little brother's wrist, and hey, I caught you shoplifting. And my little brother just starts yelling, "I don't know you, stranger danger. I need an adult." Just took off running.
It's not bad.
That reminds me of Bobby Hill. "I don't know you. Give me back my purse.
Give me back my purse.
You will respect my authority."
Funny as hell.
Dude, like after 3 seasons of South Park, I'm like, I'm done. Fuck you guys. But the first 3 seasons were fucking hilarious. Cartman got an anal probe.
Been watching a lot of the original Scooby-Doo. And me and a buddy of mine, we've come to the conclusion, I'm about 90% sure Freddy was gay.
I think so. I think you're right.
I mean, first, just look at the ascot. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Yep, that's gay.
Then he was captain of the wrestling team.
Oh, definitely gay.
Always had the chance with Velma, but never took it.
Right.
Always thought Daphne was hotter.
I was one of the 3.
Wait. Yeah, that's right. Always had the chance with Daphne, never took it. Velma was the one with the glasses.
Yeah.
He always had a chance with both.
I thought Velma was hot.
I would have been in the middle of a Velma and Daphne sandwich.
Well, and my daughter said something that's still up north right now, and she's got a Great Dane, and she named him Achilles. And I says, anybody who gets a Great Dane and does not name it either Scooby or Marmaduke is an idiot. She's like, well, he's gray. I said, well, there were 3 Scoobies, right? Scooby-Doo was brown, Scooby-Dum was gray, and Scooby-Doo was the girl.
And Scooby
I think
what?
They were Korean, and their last name was Scooby.
Yes. But Scooby, you told me about this the other day. Scooby-Dum was gray, so she could have went with Scooby and been fine.
It was. And if it was a girl, it could have been Scooby-D.
I forgot about Scooby-D. And Scooby-D was a mess.
But I continued watching through the series. I'm on like the 3rd season of the Scooby-Doo show now.
Hey, was Scooby-D hot?
Not as hot as Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, God. Jessica Rabbit was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, I know you're in the chat room. Would you have banged Jessica Rabbit?
Fuck, Steve would have banged Betty Boop.
My other half saying she would have banged
See,
Peggy Bundy.
remember the part in Who Framed Roger Rabbit where it's the fake Jessica Rabbit?
Oh God,
Steve
yeah.
would have banged her.
Ew, no. That's
No.
Roman. You just went from Shaggy to Scooby Doo. What are we gonna do?
You know what? Before she was in Sons of Anarchy, I'd have given Peggy Bundy a good motorboat.
Fuck yeah. There's Steve. He's like, duh, yes.
But then she did Sons of Anarchy and ended up with that big scar right down the middle.
I still would have fucked her. And then I would have kicked Clay's ass.
I don't know. I'd be staring at that scar. Do I want to fuck it or motorboat it?
Why not both, Chris?
Yeah, why not
Why not both?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, if you're going to go there, go all in there.
Steve, you'd probably go for Lola Bunny too, wouldn't you? Lola Bunny.
God, I'm going to hell. Who was Maina? What?
Her name was Maina.
Yeah.
Oh, Peg Bundy, Kathy Sagal and Sons of Anarchy.
No, Kathy Sagal and Sons of Anarchy was Gemma Teller.
Yeah, that's right. Whose name was Maina?
I don't know. But I definitely would have done Gemma. Fuck.
There's a boxer whose last name is Mayanus.
You know who I would have done over? If you look at the Sons of Anarchy girls, you know who I would have wanted more than Gemma or Tara? Just because I like a little bit of crazy.
Yeah, because that hasn't been established.
No, never. I never get any crazy, but I do like a little bit of it.
Just a little bit of crazy.
Not Venus. What? Venus? Steve says his dream SOA girl was Venus.
Wasn't that the tranny?
Yes.
That
the fake Jessica Rabbit was named Maina.
Oh.
No, man. If I was going to pick one, it would have been Abel's mom. God, what was her name?
I'm gonna. Well,
hang on. I'll get it here in just a second here. First, I got to go to Google. Not Stahl. Fuck no. She had no tits. Agent Stahl. Bite my ass.
But she has handcuffs.
Right? Wendy Case.
oh,
Dude, I would have banged the fuck out of Wendy.
Good enough for me. You're fucking sick, Steve.
Dude,
sick man.
Anything was good enough for Tiggy.
Right?
What the fuck? Dude, Tiggy and Cold Pack.
I was going to say Tiggy didn't care if it had a pulse or not.
Yeah, I would definitely do Wendy, though. My God.
Tig would probably think, no pulse? Cool, no fight.
I'll dump some bleach down those fucking bitches. Wash them out with bleach. I'll make sure we don't get caught with my DNA. Those Mexican bitches.
Learned something interesting this week. If you ever got to hide a body, do it in a septic tank.
Well, no shit.
Because you know what happens?
No, shit.
Because you know what happens if the septic company finds a body?
They don't say a fucking word.
They don't say a fucking thing because they're going to have their truck impounded. They're going to have the tank impounded. They're going to have everything impounded. And then they're going to have to wait to get all their shit and all their equipment, all their shit literally back. So they ain't going to say shit if they find a body in a septic tank.
You know what? There's my other half saying Phoebe Cates.
I love your other half.
Oh, God, I love Phoebe Cates. But
seem to be all about the butts, TJ.
There is another that I would probably do over Phoebe Cates. And she was on the TV series Californication.
So what?
Pamela Adlon.
Who?
Pamela Adlon. Who played Marcy Runkle.
Okay.
No, Chris turns his camera off because now he's looking her up and going,
Here, Chris, I got something for you.
Oh, dude, yeah. Steve, you're absolutely right. I'd definitely do Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah.
I loved her in Back to the Future. Especially when she went, I'm old. Yes, Elizabeth Shue is fantastic.
So what now?
Dude, really?
No, I'm fucking with you.
You got to look at Pamela Adlon. You had to strip.
No, I was fucking with you. I had to go get my bowl real quick, but I thought, if he's going to talk about women and talk like that, since I ain't got the camera on, I'm going to muss my hair up, take my shirt off, and come back with a shit-eating grin. Ha!
There you go. Margot Robbie. Ooh.
Ain't that the girl that played Fat Amy on Pitch Perfect?
Yes.
Because personally, I've always been a fan of Anna Kendrick.
Dude, I mean, there's so many of them that are out there. It's like, look, anybody who's going to look at me and say, that one's ugly, one, I don't think you really appreciate the female form. In any aspect. And
Well,
two,
go on, Ed, TJ.
And two, if you do, you're way too fucking picky.
So years and years ago, I was maintenance chief at McDonald's in Pontiac, Illinois.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. But we were all partying at one of the other guys' house one night, and they all pulled the train on the manager. And they're like, hey, why don't you hook up with Chris? And she's like, ew. And I'm like, bitch, you just got plowed by 6 guys. You ain't no fucking prize. I'm the one that should be saying ew. I'm like, dude, don't know.
Dude, my ex's stepmom.
Wait, because there's the best part of the story. All 6 guys that pulled the train on her that I wasn't involved in because ew, they all got chlamydia.
Oh, they won the grand prize game.
They did.
Yep, she popped that ping pong ball out.
I dodged that fucking bullet.
All right, so my ex's stepmom, my daughter's stepmom, my ex that is my daughter's mom, her stepmom.
Oh, that Margot Robbie. Okay.
Dude, that girl was a fucking smoke show. Like, flat out. Like, I would go over with my ex to go see her dad. And there's her stepmom walking around with, like, booty short shorts that left nothing to the imagination and crop tops that if they came down a little bit lower, she could have worked for Big Al's. And I'm like, you want to hit a weed? Dude, smoke show.
I was about to say, you're getting a little bit too friendly with your mic there, TJ.
Right? Then I find out that she got into meth. And I'm like, boo. Tom wants to know if we have ever heard of the movie Tiptoes.
Nope.
Where Gary Oldman ends up playing a midget, which the trailer announcer calls the role of a lifetime. It is the real Steve movie. Oh, yeah. Margot Robbie was Jordan Belfort's wife in Wolf of Wall Street. I knew I recognized her from somewhere. And oh, my God. I would make, she was the second wife, right, Corey? She was the blonde.
TJ, does it really matter? You know.
Either way, yeah.
I would pound that so hard she would forget her name. But she would remember my name and call me God.
Just be happy if she calls you daddy.
He says that, but in all reality, he would pound it as hard as he could for about 30 seconds, and she'd be like, dude, you're done already?
No way, dude. If I had a chance with Margot Robbie, I'm dropping 3 fucking ecstasy and 4 fucking Viagra before I jump in there. I want that hard on to last over 9 hours.
Yeah, and then she'll be like, can we like take a break?
Have to get back on set.
Finally,
right?
Better than the one who thinks they're the best dang podcast.
Well, they are what they are. But no, man. I mean, like, I would.
Well, I can't say we're the best dang podcast,
but we have a lot of fun doing it.
But I can say we don't rip other people off.
Look, here's the thing, Mr. John Boat. We have a lot of fun. We're out here having a ball. Yeah. You want to join us? We want to have you here. Thank you for joining the show and being a part of it. Yep. And since you got a John Boat, I would love to know what kind of fishing you do. Because, man, I live in Texas. I fish all the time. And people think that there's no water in Texas. Bullshit. We got plenty of lakes to go fishing on.
Well, even then, there's the Gulf, too.
Yeah.
Oh, God, man, I can't wait.
You got to get that pontoon set up, TJ, so we can all come down and have mayhem on the water.
I don't know if we need mayhem on the water. The computers will not hold up. Let alone the little internet box.
Well, that's why you cover, put everything in like waterproof containers and shit.
Yeah.
Get you some otter boxes.
I was waiting for Chris to say, well, that's why you got to pay for insurance for all of us and the equipment. Fuck off.
No, you don't do that. You just get one with a little fucking what the fuck's it called? Oh my God.
What, a GoPro?
No, the fucking boat that's got a little fucking
TJ, exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, the thing where you go down and you're like a little space inside the boat, not in the water.
Like a yacht?
Not a yacht.
A step smaller than that?
The berth?
Yeah. Just a regular fucking, there you go, a berth.
Well, Mr. John Boat says he fishes for pussy and he's back to eating beef curtains.
Just stay away from the cream sauce.
Right. If it looks like fucking used roast beef covered in mayo, go the other way.
Yep.
Unless that's your thing, and then power to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll never take away from somebody enjoying what they like. Corey says he don't care what she calls him as long as she don't call him late for dinner.
Unless she's the reason he's late for dinner.
No, I think he'd still be pissed. No, damn it, Corey.
That's what
It's
I
not
said.
3 minutes. Get it right. It's 2.5. Fuck. And at least I don't have to worry about pink fuzzy handcuffs. Not that I ever did in the past.
What's wrong with pink fuzzy handcuffs?
Like nothing's wrong with it as long as it's two consenting adults or all the adults involved are consenting.
Well, I'll tell you the one thing I really love telling my wife.
And it's not in the back of a cop car to get your buddies out of jail.
No, I always enjoy telling her, you know how I know we're having sex tonight? Because I'm a lot stronger than she is.
Yeah, that's not creepy as fuck, Chris.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Now remember, as of Tuesday now, we will have been married for 14 years. That she's been so little over 14 years she's been putting up with my shit.
Fat420 in the chat room tonight. He says he's halfway there for that time. He's living on a prayer for it.
That message brought to you today by Bon Jovi.
Whoa! Living on a cracker. Oh, wait. Yes, there are. And Corey's right. There are redfish in Corpus Christi Bay. And, dude, I cannot wait because I'm hoping next summer I'm actually going to be able to go down and catch one.
Them red snapper.
I'll give you the snapper, eh? Wheel snipe Sally, boys.
Yeah, I was hoping to go fishing.
Dirty fucking dangles, boys.
I was hoping to go fishing in the ocean last time I was in Florida, but Hurricane Milton had other plans.
Well, you know, that's what you get for going on vacation during hurricane season.
I thought the hurricane brought the ocean to you.
Yeah, right?
It did, but you can't go fishing in that shit.
How do you?
You know what?
You could have tried.
Oh, man, but I'll tell you what. If I'd have had a truck with me, I'd have had 6 brand new generators, 2 wheelchairs.
Chris, I have the perfect vacation for you. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
I think that you need to take a vacation to Canada. To a little village in Ontario. Where they believe in drinking poppers and having Gus and Brew, eh?
So there actually is a town called Letterkenny.
Yes, there is.
Canada.
And it is in Ontario.
But they don't have Gus and Brew or puppers. They used to, but they don't anymore.
I thought puppers was still being made up there.
It's like a limited edition thing when it comes around. I'm actually on a waiting list for puppers.
I'm looking it up right now. I want to make sure. Oh, this is on the letterkenny.tv. Oh, here we go. LCBO, Pupper's Golden Lager.
Yeah.
Let me bring it up here.
I've actually called the brewery, and I am on a waiting list.
Brewed in Toronto by Mill Street Brewery, this premium light lager, ooh, pours gold with a white head. You are warmly greeted by aromas and flavors of sweet malt, grassy hops, herbs, and oh, you fucker, uh, herbs and lemon. It's medium bodied and refreshingly crisp on the finish. An excellent match for grilled hot dogs or pulled pork sliders. Made in Ontario, Canada.
Pair that up with a Timmy's and you'll be good to go.
Fat 420 says that's what he gave to the local hooker, a white head. And Steve says it sounds good. He'd drink it. $3.70 per can. And that is Pupper's Golden Lager.
Yep. It's a white head with a golden flow.
Now, Gus and Brew is the one I want. All right, Gus and Brew, Speakeasy Company. Are you over 21? Last time I checked, fucker.
Just a few times over.
Try the Letterkenny Brew Gus and Brew in real life.
Pupper's beer is a limited release that is fairly hard to acquire in Canada, never mind trying to buy it in the United States.
Have you ever wanted to feel like a part of the Letterkenny cast, or have you wanted to sip along with them as they drink Gus and Brew whiskey? If so, you're in the right place and might be pleasantly surprised to learn that Gus and Bruno whiskey is the real and available to purchase online or at your local liquor store. Gus and Brew is 80 proof. Including the St. Patrick's Day special Gus and Brew. I'm working my way through it. Bear with me. Gus and Brew whiskey can be found in some liquor stores in the northern parts of the United States. You may also be able to find Gus and Brew in some restaurants and bars in the same areas. That said, the best place to get Gus and Brew is online because you don't have to worry about leaving your home to buy it to get drunk. Plus, you don't have to worry about getting to your local liquor store or calling them, or only for them not to carry it. Plenty of online retailers, including Speakeasy Company, carry the liquor and will ship it right to your door.
I'm on the Speakeasy page right now.
I'm looking at it right off the Speakeasy page.
62.95 out of stock.
Damn you! Yeah, I have to go all the way to the bottom of the page where it said that.
Yep. There's more. That's when you just go up to shopping. What the fuck? Cream of Kentucky, Pappy Van Winkle, Elijah Craig. I can get all that shit right down the street. I want Gus and Brew.
Cream of Kentucky. I thought you made that yourself, Chris.
They can't tell me they have a Texas rum. I live in fucking Texas. They said
Keep
they have a
freezing up.
Texas rum. I'm like, bullshit. Corey says he's called Canada 5 times tonight, and they always say, nice to talk to you, eh?
Dude, Canadian people are cool as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
So fucking, we went to a Bears Viking game up in Minnesota, and it was me and like 5 or 6 of my buddies. And my one buddy, he don't like Canadians at all. He says they're too fucking nice, and there's no reason that a whole population of people should be that nice. It's suspect, and he don't like them. So at this game, our seats were right next to a bunch of Canadians. So I end up sitting next to the Canadians. I don't give a fuck. I like everybody. Canadians are cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah, they
By
are.
the end of the second quarter, I'm fucking beer in hand, shrooming. Fucking my buddy's just like, what the fuck? You don't like Canadians, so fuck you.
You know, here's the thing with that. I don't know how somebody could say that. No, there we go. Fat 420 hit it. They are all cool, except for the ones from Quebec.
Yep.
From Quebec, eh?
Yep.
Corey says 370 Canadian is probably closer to $5 a can US. For the poppers,
Probably.
eh? Whew. I'm sure they'll make up some more Gus and Brew.
As long as there's a demand, there will be a supply.
Oh, dude, do you know how many Letterkenny and Shoresy fans there are out here? I mean, seriously?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud. I even had people walk up. I had somebody walk up behind me a couple weeks ago. Fuck you, TJ. And I go, for what?
Don't get a fuck you, Shorzy.
For what? No, Fat 420 says he's still waiting for Yingling. Dude, I hate to tell you, buddy, but I had a couple of Yingling lagers today.
Shit, I can get that right down the street.
Huh?
I can get Yingling right
What?
down the street. Everyone acts like it's
Huh?
some fucking rare thing, and I'm like, no, dude, they sell it right
Dude,
down the street.
Yingling's
for
all
me.
over the place. Yeah.
One thing you can't get down there is New Glarus from Wisconsin.
And they're going to
Oh,
be
God,
shutting down. New Glarus is shutting down.
Another 6 episodes of the Canadian original Shoresy have started filming in Sudbury, Ontario.
Wait, hold on.
Season 4 will be released in the winter of 2025.
Can't get what?
For what? Shit fucker.
You know they're shutting down.
Say, I know they're shutting down a Leinenkugels up there.
Oh yeah, no. It's
Oh, they're getting rid of Leinenkugels? Really?
They're shutting down one brewery, I think. They're not shutting down the whole thing, but
okay.
yeah.
I was worried because I love their Oktoberfest.
Okay, TJ, I'm sending you something I actually found in a local store today. I think you and Chris would get a kick out of. This is out of their alcohol section.
For what?
So, this was a wine that Julie and I found.
I'm looking it up now.
Mm-hmm. So I sent it through Messenger. So
yes, I'm wine for what? Hang on, I'm zooming in on it because I got to see this.
Liquid panty
Grafton
remover.
Horton.
Grafton Harbor liquid panty remover. Now, where can we pick this up?
I found that at the Taylorville Food Center.
Passport
Basically,
20 might be January or February, or it might be November, December of next year.
Now, how far is Taylorville from Bloomington?
Far enough for you.
it's a distance. Like I don't know exactly how far it is.
Just sounds familiar. Ain't there a prison there?
What, in
For
Taylorville?
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. Yeah.
Huh?
Bloomington's about an hour and a half.
Oh, God. I got in too much trouble and blow no. All right, guys, we are at an hour and a half. And my my decongestant has finally kicked in to the point that I'm ready to go to bed. So, Chris, your final thoughts for tonight?
Well, I was thinking because I'm getting ready to take a road trip to go visit my grandson. But sorry, Adam, it's just too far out of the way for me to cut over to Taylorville.
Hey, that's completely understandable.
Final thoughts. You know, it was a fun show. It's you know, we all experience loss in our lives, and it is something that is very difficult. But remember that you do have people who are still here that you can always talk to, and remember that our loved ones are seated up at the gods, having a drink, waiting for us, watching over. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Support live, local, independent music. Always keep the wheels down and watch for motorcycles.
Adam, your final thoughts tonight?
Tonight was another reminder of how truly boring I am compared to you two.
Bullshit, Adam's new name is the Fuckmeister.
Yeah, dude, he fucks all the time.
Like a rabbit. Rabbit.
Oh, Rabbit.
It's all I've got.
Next thing you know, he's going to be getting ready to get on stage, Mom Spaghetti. God, I don't even remember the song. I remember the song, but I don't.
His arms are sweaty.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his
heavy.
sweater already. Mom spaghetti. He's
spaghetti.
nervous, but on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd roars so loud he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now, everybody. Anyway.
We've got it.
Go Adam. Go Adam.
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
Everyone, we want to thank you for tuning in. And I once again have to... Oh, fuck. I once again have to apologize for our late start tonight. And just, again, explaining to everybody, my family and I, on the Texas front, we have been dealing with a lot. I want to thank everybody for being in my corner, everybody for being here, as we did lose my grandpa. It was a very hard loss. He was the patriarch of our family. And for being there for us as we sort through this. Sunday night, another edition, Mayhem's Amigos on the way. That is Adam. That is Chronic Chris. I am TJ. This has been Amigos After Dark. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of it. We will see you next time. Good night.
Have a good night, everyone.